Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Y'all, it's gearing up to be one of my favorite kind of days. Any guesses?
Really, really overcasty.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Cool. Not too crazy in any other direction. It's that perfect weather.
And it's not too blinding outside, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bright, but it's not blinded by the light.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But yesterday was amazing. It sprinkled / drizzled.
Light rain. All day long.
All day.
We thought we were going to get out of it, you know, like towards the afternoon. At least that's what the weather was saying, you know. It said it should clear out by like early afternoon. But no, it decided to hang out all day long.
Okay. I am super happy for it.
Yeah.
Because everything got some good water.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And Gary's sitting over here. My food plots
finally got some good water. I was literally there. I was thinking about throwing the IBC tote in the back of the truck and filling it up and bringing it down there. Just
watering it yourself.
Watering it myself because I'm like, dude, every time I turn around, it's supposed to rain. It doesn't rain.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is killing me.
Yeah. But, you know, Gary and Julia did go out to the big open area in the middle of the power lines, and they threw out some more seed and like clover and just all sorts of stuff, you know.
There was clover and I'm gonna butcher the heck out of this word, brascus or whatever it is, or those kind of seeds, right? I don't know. that food plot has all varieties that deer like.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of deer,
I have tried my hardest to get that thing growing over there, but it's straight up just shell. There's no real topsoil. There's no real nutrients. There's no real anything on the topsoil.
Yeah,
so,
all that spot right there is just filled in dirt from when we had our backyard tier system made.
No, that one was for the road on that side.
I'm talking about. Well, I was just saying that whole area, how it's like barren.
How
it's barren.
Both sides are barren.
Yeah, we took the dirt there, yes, like Gary was saying, to do the road, you know, and put the culvert in and everything when we first moved here. And then the other side was for our backyard tiered system. So it might be a while until anything will ever pick up and start growing there, because it's a lot of shale and like that clay. There's no topsoil.
There's
so
no real
nutrients. It might be one of those efforts where you try and
hey, there's little signs where I'm getting some things popping back, right?
Yeah.
But it's been, you know, this whole time, and that area has slowly been finally like coming in, but it barely has came in.
It's a slow and go, you know?
It's a
slow and go.
But as soon as, you know, plants start taking off on that area, it will start giving it the nutrients that it needs.
Yeah.
You know?
As you can tell from around here, you know, after every time you do a mowing, 3 weeks later or so, like, you know, nature takes its own back. That's for sure.
Correct.
So eventually,
I'm trying to help it out a little
eventually,
bit, right?
Yeah.
But you know, it's really nice. I'm happy that it rained that much, because that took a lot of back stress in my mind. There's a lot of things that give me stress. I'm not gonna lie.
Woosah.
Hakuna
Matata.
That kind of stuff right there makes it to where it's like, that makes me happy, you know. But today's gonna be a good day. I didn't get out there and work on the front mudroom area.
No, it was sprinkling / raining all day, and I was.
It was like every time I was like, hey, it's slowing down. All right, let's go out there and get it going. The second I like walk out that door, it starts like drizzling even harder. I'm like, I don't know. I'll start slowly walking back into the house.
It's okay.
All right, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Gary took the day yesterday and helped out with me, you know, with the kids homeschooling and stuff.
Yep.
And I got to spend a lot of time in the Matrix and get a lot of stuff reorganized and good to go on a bunch of, you know, business ends. Plus, I was able to edit out and get a video out for you guys on Simple Life. So thank you to everybody that watched it. I thought it turned out to be really good. Gary, you recorded the whole thing, and I think you did a great job.
Yeah,
I was able to piece it together nicely.
I know it was, every time I do anything like that, I know it's rough, because that footage itself was over like a course of a month.
Yeah.
that I was piecing together, and I was like, oh, when it's all said and done, it will turn into a good video, I feel like. You know? But I felt somewhat bad when I handed you the cameras and said, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what exactly was on there. I tried and I filmed
You did great.
I filmed a lot of this and that, but I know if you ain't there, right? Here's the back end for you guys, right? Because it's real talk.
Yeah.
But for you, if you're not there, you have no idea what I filmed.
No.
No idea what's in the can. So she has to go through everything itself to get it going, you know.
There was probably like 6 hours of footage, and I winded it down to about a 45-minute video. I kept all the stuff that I was like, oh, you know, like the action or some of the things that you were saying. Some of the other stuff that you were saying kind of was just fluff, I guess. And we can keep those things for ourselves, you know, just because we don't share everything we record.
No.
You know what I mean? We'll record some stuff of the kids sometimes. We'll record just other things. But we don't put everything that we record on the internet because we want to have some stuff that's just ours, you know? No. But we do, I will say, we do share the majority of stuff. You guys get like the meat and potatoes of everything, I would say.
No.
But yeah, it was really good. I was like, oh, there's my Gary. Gary was getting all emotional on the vlog a little bit, talking about, you know, our journey and how much this means to us, and it was good. It was a good sentimental video, and I have a lot of confidence, especially after looking at a lot of that footage, you know, the trail cam stuff, that you're definitely gonna get a couple of deer this year. It'll probably be some does, but
that's just a little bit of the footage.
Yeah,
I picked out what I was like, okay, this is some good shots of them, right? I have some other shots where it's like I know what was going on that footage because I have like 6 other before, right? And I was like, oh, it goes this way, it goes that way, it goes this way, it goes this way, like in between the camera, like right there in front of the camera multiple times.
Well, you know where the cameras are too. So
yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab the best one from that one. I'm gonna grab the best one from that one. I'll grab this best one, and I tried to piece it together for you as best as I could. I can't wait to take the whole family out there.
Yeah.
And to sit out there and look at all of the nature out there. You know, there's a lot of squirrels, there's a lot of birds, and I know Melanie really enjoys looking at the birds.
I do.
Seeing the birds.
I like bird watching. And I do enjoy bird watching.
Is one heck of a spot to go and do that.
I like watching them build their little nests and stuff, you know, and like, I don't know, I imagine little relationships between the birds when they're flying from tree to tree. I don't know.
Right.
I do. I imagine like their little conversations that they're having and like, I don't know. It's fun. I'm a bird watcher. I enjoy watching them. I'm not smart when it comes to all the specific species and their traits and characteristics, but I enjoy watching them and learning through watching. So it's fun.
And that's going to be a really cool thing about that blind as well, though, is that we're going to be able to go out there. We do have cell service out there, so we can check and see what the birds' names are.
Yeah, they have apps for that.
Bird watch and actually see exactly what this is, what that is. You know.
They do have apps for that, and they have apps about the plants and stuff, although I don't necessarily trust the apps on the plants 100% when it comes to like, oh, this one's safe to eat, you know? I don't know yet. Yeah. I gotta do more research on that.
But at the same time, we do have other books as well.
Yes.
And that's where I want to take some of those books out, as well as cross-reference it from the web, right? As well as what's on the book, as well as what we're seeing.
Right.
And we should be able to tell what's what.
I think so. There. If we have some cross-referencing action going on, you know, then I mean, how much more? That's all anybody could do, right?
Correct.
So as long as it's not even a cousin of something that'll hurt you, then I feel like you're safe.
Yeah,
you're good to go.
That's where I would look.
To check.
That's where I would go from. It's like, oh, there's something that's like it that could kill you or poison
you, sick or something,
you know, or something like that. It's like, I'm gonna stay away from that plant. I'm not even gonna.
We're not gonna try it.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. All right.
We're just gonna. Yeah. Same thing with like all the wild mushrooms and stuff that grow out here. We have so many mushrooms, man, but I'm so scared on trying them. But there are so many out here. And it's really sad, dude, that, you know, we've been conditioned to be afraid of nature as far as consuming it like that because of grocery stores and stuff, which what a wonderful thing that is, and convenient, you know, to be able to just go someplace and get food. But in the same breath, like, same thing with how the internet's wonderful, full of information, right? But in the same breath, it's crippled us in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So anyway, we can go on a whole tangent about that, man. That's a big tangent. Yeah. I might have to get out my tinfoil tiara. We don't want to go there today. It's too early. It's too early, friends. We're having us a good day. We're having us a good day.
But no, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people out here just within our community that knows a lot of it too. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Drew's
really good with mushrooms.
Drew's lens, right? I would love to go foraging with him one day.
Yep.
That would be super fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It's like, there's a lot, you know, of people in our community that know a lot of that kind of stuff. So,
and that's part of what we moved out here for, is to get back to simpler times. You know, we're not going to deny the era that we live in as far as technology, because I love having refrigerators and air conditioners and the internet, right?
That is the society that we are in.
That's the timeline we all live in. But we can also bring it back and take back, reclaim, you know, some of the simpler things and the part of the lifestyle that came with a different era.
Correct.
That's basically kind of where we're at with it. But
to me, I look at it as a huge blessing that we started doing this and going for this, and that kind of lifestyle of self-sufficiency, of trying, right? Like, it has helped out in the grocery bill. And everybody,
big time.
Everybody is hurting with that grocery bill right now.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Growing our own food, it's not completely, we still have to go to the store, right? But it does supplement, and it takes a huge chunk out of it. Plus, if we wanted to buy like the natural, organic, no hormones, no additives, all that stuff at the store, to be honest with you, it would be so expensive, we would hardly be able to afford it. So, or we wouldn't be able to afford it. You know what I mean? And so it's not only is it like taking away some of the cost from having to go and pick it up and get it, but it's also giving us much more high quality stuff that we wouldn't be able to get anyway.
Correct.
So now we're not perfect with it. We're not claiming to be. There are still a lot more things that we can change when it comes to that, but we are growing and we are progressing in a wonderful direction, and we are so much better off today than when we were when we first started on this journey. So that's 100%. That's all you can ask for, is just 100%. You know, progress. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to be progress.
I would like to be able to this year, now that, you know, I got myself a deer last year, and I was able to see how beneficial that deer was.
Yeah, and how much food we got off of that thing. Yeah.
I would love to be able to stock our freezers as much as possible with everything, you know, and yeah, I mean, it was a huge eye opener. You know, we got the chickens. That freezer's dang near stocked full of chicken.
Yep, we got rabbit.
So we got rabbit. We got all these other animals.
We got the pig from Robertson's Belly Acres.
And if we can supplement our sausage as well as our ground beef with deer.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurting with that ground beef cost, man.
I guess that's the one good thing with me. I'm not eating as much of it.
Well, no, yes, 100%.
You know, and the deer too, I wouldn't eat as much of. But for you guys, like, it would be super duper beneficial for you and for the kids.
Yes.
Just because I don't eat it doesn't mean I don't cook it. I still cook it for the family.
But seeing that's where it's like we could do more of the sausage with the pig.
Right.
And we can do more of the ground beef with the deer.
Right.
And then we can supplement the ground beef itself with it being the ground venison.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. No, huge chunk out of the grocery bill. Absolutely. So huge chunk. Huge chunk. And better quality, less fat, you know, it tastes better. Yeah. It does have a different taste to it though. Especially if you especially if like you grew up eating never having any venison or anything like that. Only eating and even the chicken too. Like, even the chicken has a different taste to it than like go to the grocery store and get chicken.
But it's not as much. And I think what it is, honestly, with the chicken, is the fact that it's not so sodium packed.
Right. Something like that.
There's not as much stuff being pumped into the breasts of the meat, in order to preserve the meat. Where there's no preservatives.
Yeah.
It's
I'll say the Cornish hens, though, they're like the closest to flavor wise and texture and like how big the breasts are and the drumsticks and stuff. That's the closest to grocery store quality that we've ever been able to get.
Well, that's what they use at the grocery store.
No, I know,
so
but
that's what's going to get it to be like
it's
pretty
still
much.
I will say this though, it still tastes different though, because
Yes.
the ones that we have, they're not pumped with anything. It's just the bird. No antibiotics, no hormones, no nothing. And yeah, so there is a little bit, you can taste it, you can taste it, but it's not a yucky taste at all. It's a good taste. It's not it's not yucky. It's just different.
No.
So I don't know. I like it, but any hoots.
No.
Some people were asking about Miss Ellie, since we're talking about animals, some people were asking about Miss Ellie Mae.
No.
And again, I don't want to keep beating the drum, but she is doing very well. She's still kicking. She's still out and about, eating and drinking. Still really taking it easy, still kind of loafing around, but we're still doing her penicillin shots. We're still keeping her wound nice and clean. And there's really not much to say other than she's still kicking and she's still recovering, No. We're not out of the woods yet. It could still be, you never know, but she is looking so good and I am not really super stressed about her anymore. Now it's just we're going to keep doing what we're doing and wait and see, and hopefully she'll make a full recovery. That's all that there really is to, I guess, tell on the Ellie Mae front.
Yep.
But
she's doing great.
Yeah, she is doing great.
She's doing great.
And she's getting more used to us coming in there and having to deal with her. She's not as upset.
No.
Not trying to really fight it as much.
The last time we did it, because the way I have been having to hold her and everything else is I have to stand above her and grab her horns. And then like if she's starting to do anything, I have to squeeze my legs just ever so slightly just to snug her a little bit. And have her know, like, hey.
And the first few days,
like
immediately after it happened, every morning I would go out and take care of her, and Gary was already sitting in the blind. So it was me having to do it with help of my kids. And the kids were a huge help. Absolutely. Scarlett and Julia both were a huge help. But
that goat is
she's very strong. And so it's been much easier since Gary has been around in the mornings helping me with it, because he can take charge. And plus she already liked him. You know what I mean? She already really liked him. And we think that's because Jason probably, White Rock, Jason was probably her person. I don't know. I'd have to talk to them, but that's what Gary thinks.
That's what I think. But the other day I was literally, I sat over her and I just had my hand like this. Her horn was just sitting
barely
like this, barely even touching my hand at all. And I was just standing right over her and I was like, wow.
She's chilling now.
She's just chilling. Getting used to us. She's not moving. She's not trying to fight you. She understands.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, okay, you guys are here to take care of me. I got you.
Yeah, and she's not as spooked out by me either anymore.
No.
She's a goat. Not even Cappy and Sir don't like it when we walk behind them. You got to walk straight face to face in them. If you walk behind them, it makes them feel like, oh, I should be walking. And so then they kind of will walk. But if you're face to face with them, she's definitely So everything's good there, guys. Everything's good there. Great. I definitely want to let you guys know. Since we posted a video yesterday on Simple Life Reclaimed, I'm not going to have a video for you guys, I think, until tomorrow, possibly Sunday. It really depends on how the weekend goes. And the video that we have that's coming out next for you guys is all the work that we've gotten done so far on the Mudroom. So I'm super excited to bring you guys along for all of that.
Man.
It's very, very exciting. See, we're even just barely talking about it, and me and Gary start getting all like, we're
gonna get up there today. We're gonna get this thing rolling. We need to finalize stuff up there, and we need to get things situated up there and make it to where I know how much more wood I need to go and buy or get or whatever.
Yeah, so for the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we're really close. We do have like the floor built out with all the floor joists hung. We got to go do all the metal work today, attaching everything with that, and basically just getting it finalized and making sure that everything is set.
It's all squared off and set
Yep.
and plum and straight.
Which we already checked, but
It's all pretty much
Gary
there.
likes to triple check.
It's all pretty much there. I
You
just
know.
I want
It's okay. It's a good quality.
it's me. All right.
It's a good quality. His OCD wants us to triple check it today, so we're going to triple check it today. We're going to set all the joist hangers on the house, and then, I don't know, maybe Advantech floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're right
I'm
there.
hoping.
We're like right there. So we'll see what today brings us, but that's on today's agenda. So if I have the time, I will edit out the video of us getting all the joists hung and changing the whole way it is out in the front. I'll get that out for you guys tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. My bad. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'll get that out for you guys either tomorrow or Sunday.
Yep.
That's my plan. And then all the stuff that we're doing today and throughout the weekend, I'll start the slow trickle for next week as well. So I'm happy. I'm excited. I got way less stress. I got a nice backlog of stuff I got to work on. And you guys are going to start seeing a lot of it. And it's been a very, very nice last couple of weeks, although it has definitely tested us with a lot of ups and downs and, life events, just things, stuff.
Yep.
It's just been a lot the last couple of weeks. I don't need to get into all of it because that'd be a whole nother episode. But I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. I feel really good, really positive. I'm very excited for all the things that's going on in our life. And I'm really just happy with the direction that our life is right now. Everything's just really just blessed beyond measure. And thank you for allowing us a place to share that with you guys. Because, you don't want to hoard it all to ourselves. We want to share it. It's exciting. It makes us happy. We like to share happiness. The world needs more happiness, right? So hopefully you guys can take a little bit of our joy and go pass it along. Yeah. Keep that joy rolling, because I think the world needs a whole lot more of that. No. So anyways, we're going to get busy on going today, guys. We got some work we're going to do out in the front. And we're going to really enjoy our day today. And I hope you guys do too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if we'll pop in over the weekend. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Notifications, keep them turned on, friends. But I hope you guys have a good day today. And until the next one, friends, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.